everyone, how's it going? So finally I have reached Arizona, United States, and I'm loving it here. Can't make any complaints when your university is called the Party School of USA. Many of you guys were asking me about my admits and rejects for fall 22, so I thought why not make a video on it. So here I am. I had applied to many universities, 16 to be specific, and it was a pretty hectic task to do. But that has put me into a position where I can clear your doubts. Okay, so first thing, I had applied to the universities in phases. I kept two phases, 8 universities each. The two reasons of doing this was first, you can't ask your professor to like submit 10 and 12 of your LORs at once. It will not be quite professional. And the other thing was, like, according to the results of my phase 1 applications, I can make my mind for the phase 2. Suppose if I get an admit in a good college in phase 1, I can try for the ambitious colleges in phase 2, and if I get a reject, I can try for the safe universities only. On the screen currently you can see all the 16 universities which I have applied to. We can move to the decision part, but make a note that I am linking a video which will contain my entire profile, like my GRE, my GPA, my TOEFL score, my work experience. It will give you a clearer picture. Okay, and also I have applied to computer science courses only in all these universities. So here we go. Okay, so for phase 1, I completed my applications during the last week of November and the first week of December. And these were the colleges: Arizona State University. I got an admit from there during the last week of January. Then comes Stony Brook University. It was an ambitious university for me. I applied during the first phase and got a reject by the end of April. Then comes University of California, Irvine. So basically I had applied for computer science, but they were offering me a different course which was related to IoT, and I had no interest, so that's why I rejected the offer. Next up was University of California, Santa Barbara. Again applied during phase 1 and got a reject during the last week of March. Up next is University of Buffalo at Sunny. So again I applied for during the phase 1 and I received an admit in the month of February. I analyzed a bit about this university, but I got to know that it has a course of 1.5 years only, and the other places provide a full-fledged course of 2 years for masters, and its location was not what I was looking for, so that's why I thought of skipping this university. Next up was New York University at Tandon. Okay, so I applied in phase 1 again and received an admit to computer engineering course. I had also received some scholarship from this university, but still, due to the overall cost of this college, I thought of not going there. Next up is Texas A&M University. Applied in phase 1. It was a pretty ambitious university for me and got a reject during March. Okay, these were the first 8 universities. Okay, so let's now talk about the phase 2 universities. For these university, I had completed my application during the last week of December. And here it goes: Northeastern University. So I received an admit for all the locations except Boston. In a mail, they informed me that they had already admitted the entire strength for Boston. That's why they could not fill me in for the Boston location. So if you are planning to go to NU, I would suggest to apply as early as possible. Okay, next up is San Jose State University. Here I had applied for software engineering instead of computer science. The main reason for that is, on their site they have mentioned, if you're not from CS undergrad course, then they would not take you for CS masters. Okay, and my course was IT, so I thought of applying to software engineering. The SJSU application process was quite big, and I was not willing to complete those provide financial documents and all those things to even consider my application. So that's why I withdrew my application, as I already got an admit from ASU by this time. Same story goes with California State University, Long Beach. They wanted me to send my transcript and I was not willing to. That's why I withdrew my application from this as well. Next up is Georgia Tech. I know it is a pretty ambitious university for me. I had no chance at this. I knew it was a long shot, but I still applied and I got a reject in March. Next up is Rutgers University. my application never came out of review status for this university. I don't know what actually happened, but even if I go to my profile now, the status is still under review. Maybe they rejected me and they did not update my status in my profile. Maybe that's the thing. Anyways, next up is University of Texas at Dallas. Applied during the phase 2 and got an admit during the month of Feb or March. I don't remember, it's been a long time. UT Dallas was a very good option for me, but as you know, party school to party school hota hai. Next up is University of Southern California. I applied during the phase 2. Basically, I applied for masters in computer science with a specialization in game development, and like I love creating games, so that's why I applied to it. But sadly, I got a reject from this university, and now I can proudly say that USC is a CGPA centric university, and अगर तुम्हारा 8.6 8.7 CGPA से कम है, so don't even apply to it. Okay. After this, the last university was University of Florida. I'd applied for this in phase 2 and received an admit. I also got a scholarship from this university, and that's why I had a lot of confusion between this University of Florida and Arizona State University. But and on top of that, I really like the location of Arizona. It is in close proximity to California, where I am willing to go for internship. That's why I'm here. I hope you really like this video. If you really like the video, then please make my subscriber count to 1000. It would really mean a lot to me. And also, if you have any queries related to your master's application, or you want any room tour or a day in life at ASU kind of video, just let me know. I'll make them for you guys. Till then, see you. Bye bye. Tata. Peace.